Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of April 2022, and this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all doing well, and as always, thank you for taking the time to be here, to watch these videos, for your likes, shares, subscribe, support, feedback, comments. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, always welcome and appreciated. So Aquarius, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of April 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aquarius. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. It's going to resonate a little differently for everyone, of course. It's a general reading. So if you know all your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them all because each one can provide a little additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I do try to schedule in a timely fashion. So email me if you're interested. You can also get my contact info by clicking the description link below, that little arrow. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the last 2 weeks of April look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Aquarius, we begin with my least favorite tarot card, the Nine of Swords. Stress, anxiety, worry, fear, insomnia, worrying about an unknown future. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? It's building something up in your head to be, it's thinking about something too much, obsessively, and typically with, a negative outcome, regardless of what the outcome is. And it doesn't mean that the source of your fear, worry, anxiety, or concern is invalid. This just means that you're dwelling on it too much, too obsessively, too negatively. With the Nine of Swords, we have strength, facing fears, facing doubts, facing insecurities. Sometimes it can represent looking at the most difficult aspects of a situation, which is, what part did I have to play in this as well? Wondering if you have the strength to deal with something. Next, we have the Moon, a lack of clarity, hidden fears or deep-seated fears kind of bubbling to the surface, being unsure or uncertain. The Ace of Swords, epiphanies, realizations, knowledge, information. Success. Yeah, right now, Aquarius, this is like a lot of stress, anxiety, worry about how something's going to turn out, or if it turns out this particular way, what do I do about it? How do I get through this? Next, we have the Three of Swords, emotional pain, heartache, heartbreak, breakup, disappointment. With the Eight of Coins, my worker bee nose to the grindstone, investing a lot in something because you're trying to build up a solid, stable foundation. This can represent job, work, career, projects, or anything that you've invested a lot of effort into. I mean, it can be relationships, work, job, projects, anything really. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and guidance is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Fire. Knights represent offers and opportunities for change coming in, and this one is moving quite quickly. Means that this situation is currently in flow. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Knight of Wands. The World, the last major arcana card in the tarot, a major ending, a certain aspect of your life or chapter or set of chapters in your life is coming to an end. You've learned or gained everything that you need to, and so you're moving on to the next level, moving on to something else. It's a final completion and a final conclusion. So something is kind of wheeling down to a final ending pretty quickly. Let's clarify the stress, anxiety in this Nine of Swords. Death, another card about final endings so that transformation and rebirth can occur. So fearing an end. The Four of Pentacles, the Miser card, holding on to that which makes you feel safe and secure, whether it's money, finances, relationship, a combination of all of those. I mean, this is what the fear and anxiety and uncertainty is about. It's about something coming to an end. Some of you may have financial or material fears about that. Am I going to have enough money? Especially if this is about losing a job or something of that sort. Fearing the ending, fearing, Six of Swords. This is healing. This is moving away from a challenging time or conflict. Clarify strength. So this is what all the stress and uncertainty is about. What if this happens? If this happens, what if this doesn't happen? How am I going to deal with this? Am I going to be able to deal with this? Am I going to have to tighten my belt financially, materially, or even emotionally? Clarify strength. Three of Swords, disappointment, heartache, heartbreak, sometimes breakups for relationships. The Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords. This is a card of action and powerful full movement forward, travel. But the Eight of Swords is a card that represents not being able to make a difference or change something. It represents feeling chained or held hostage by something, even though you're not, because Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape, how we look at things, perspectives, ideologies. So what's keeping you chained up in this situation is the message that you're being given or that you're giving yourself that you can't change a situation. It's not to say that making a change is easy or that getting through a difficult situation is easy, but you can do it. It just feels here like you can't. Clarify the Moon. The Ace of Swords. The Moon is already with the Ace of Swords, so we have two Ace of Swords here, which is enlightenment and truth, moving forward. The Eight of Cups, leaving, walking away. Maybe some of you are uncertain if someone is going to be leaving or if you're going to be leaving. Again, this is a general reading, so the details and specifics may vary and the intensity will vary. Some of you, this might be in the Earth energy area of life, work, career, money, finance. Some of you, it might be in the relationship area of life, or a combination of both. There's a fear of what's going to happen in the future. Clarify Ace of Swords. And an uncertainty about, or if it's already in process of ending, an uncertainty about how do you move through it. Fears around that, fearing the worst. Clarify Ace of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, fearing a choice. Somebody making a choice about you, a decision about you. Again, it could be relationship, work, career, could even be a legal situation for some of you. Clarify Three of Swords. Too many. Clarify Three of Swords. Two of Swords, Four of Swords. So this is what the emotional pain or disappointment is about. It's somebody like the other side, the other person, the other side. This is about somebody not willing to look at something and not willing to make a decision, or somebody just stuck and not willing to take a look at something. Reluctance and resistance to see what's in front of them. And then there's a withdrawal here. We have a whole progression here. We have the Two of Swords, which is being at a crossroads, feeling stuck, reluctant or resistant to looking at something head on, because then you have to make a choice, a decision, take responsibility. That person is not willing to do that. And so then we have the Three of Swords, which is heartache, heartbreak, pain, separation, disappointment. And then we have the Four of Swords, where then you go off and retreat to recover and recuperate because you're tired. So let's clarify the Eight of Coins. It feels here, Aquarius, and I'm sorry, but it feels here like you don't get what you want. either the decision or outcome is not in your favor. Somebody simply just doesn't want to act on it, move on it, make a decision, or the decision itself is not what you want. Clarify, 8 of Coins. Eight of Pentacles, which is the same thing. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Coins, 8 of Earth. And the Ace of Coins, new beginning, new love and romance, an emotional renewal, the beginning of the heart opening up again, a new opportunity emotionally. Yeah, so that's not happening here. And there's disappointment about it. Something is coming to an end. But again, because it's a general reading, that could be something in the earth energy, work, money, finance, career, projects. It could be in relationship. It could be as a result of a decision, a legal decision. Something that you were hoping would go in your favor, or the choice would be in your favor, that there could be a new beginning for you, or a reconciliation, or a new start somehow. It isn't happening in this situation. And with the cards that are coming out, it feels like divine timing and orchestration. For whatever reason, God, Spirit, angels, and guides are either orchestrating or allowing this to come to a final end because there's something better for you on the other side of it. That's always why that happens. But the process, like it is here, and we've all been through this at least once or twice in our lives, the process of the ending can be difficult, scary, intimidating. We can't see too far down the road, if at all, sometimes. And there's a lot of uncertainty and fears and insecurities that come up as to how we move through it, or, how am I going to get through this? But we always do. If Spirit is orchestrating or allowing this final ending to come to pass, which it very much looks like it is here, Aquarius, it means there's a reason for that. And because their ultimate goal for you, because they love you, is joy and fulfillment and being in the right place, in the right relationship, in the right, whatever, it means that there's something better for you on the other side of this. So, having said that, I'm going to leave that there and just ask for any final guidance, advice, or feedback from Spirit for Aquarius. The 9 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 10 of Pentacles. So advice and guidance from Spirit is pretty strongly to focus on your own independence, your own self-sufficiency, your own self-empowerment, confidence, and value. Focus on your own financial and material security and stability. And if that isn't taken care of, or you don't have that, like you're too dependent on someone else or something else, then you need to, take action and make plans in order to get to a place of financial and material independence, because what you want from this person or this other side isn't coming through. So you need to take steps to provide that for yourself and focus on that, because that's where your own kind of self-empowerment and feeling of self-confidence is going to come from. And that's what's going to give you this uplifted energy and illumination, is focusing on that. This is kind of Spirit saying, look, now's the time for you to focus on yourself, taking care of yourself financially, materially, emotionally, because once you pull back from being so invested in this, that's when the pressure around this will lift. And you probably won't see it until, you've gone through it, or you're going through it, or you're on the other side of it. Hindsight, right? Hindsight's 20/20, they say, because it usually takes some time and perspective from being on the other side of something where we can look back and go, oh, that was really difficult, but it turned out to be the best thing ever for me, So Spirit's advice to you, Aquarius, is to focus on yourself. Focus on your own happiness, your own freedom, confidence, security, financial, material, and emotional. Because whether this is a person or a situation, some other kind of situation, it's not something that you can rely on. It's not something that's going to give you what you want. Free will, free agency, you can choose to continue to invest in it, but it's always going to keep you in this fearful kind of beggar state. Okay, Aquarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of April. I hope they were helpful. I don't know about enjoyable. I mean, some readings, just like some situations in life, are not the brightest and most rainbowy of them all. But I hope that it's provided some clarity. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to maybe take a deeper dive on something, on an issue, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May general readings. Stay safe and well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.